got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Discards a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in his direction.
They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A lot of urgency for this offense. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion.
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Cuber. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knowles.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And the returner is stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Right down the middle. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 2nd down. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Ship into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half.
And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but gain some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuber. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Turns it on in midfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how...
Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Stopped after making the catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why that receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. They'll open the second half with a run. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He wants to throw here on second down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
On the move, it's Cuber. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pass picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Stanford wants to push the pace. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Stanford! And here they come, almost all the way back. They'll line up to go for 2. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuber. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got
going over the top. Brings it in down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. San Diego State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 619. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stanford quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Davenport. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes a grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cardinal! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, no!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. It's Davenport. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. To the air on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw. They're going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second